Hey, audio everyone, Lost Leader here, and we're actually here for an unboxing of the Reiya Cluster, the second pack. I was able to actually get one because I do not know how to spend my money well, and oh well. I like cute anime girls and pretty art, so I was like, let's just do this. So let's do this, shan't we? We got to open up this whole entire box. I gotta do this by one hand, aren't I? I'm gonna have to do the whole entire thing one-handed. Oh, this is the worst. This is the worst thing ever. Why did that take so long? There we go. Alright, so I never actually gotten a package of these and whatnot before, so it's definitely interesting to actually see the full thing all at once, and they're all really shiny. Let's go and look at the full art here. Oh, that's really cool. They got a lot of... I really want to pull her, by the way. And they also have Reiya here, and then they got a bunch of other little grills that are here, and apparently like a demon or something like that. That's kind of weird. And then what do we got going on here? Just Force of Will stuff. That's all it is. So yeah, I'm gonna be opening up every single one of these packs here right now, just so you know, in between everything, they do give you a little Mana Stone deck, which is pretty freaking cool. If I could just there we go. Has all the basic rulers and whatnot. Very simple thing. It's pretty cool that they do give you this, just in case like you want to give rulers out to your friends or something like that, just so they can start playing. And then if you actually buy a box for this set in particular, you get how to be on the other side. You get this one, Sprinting Flame Horse. Pretty much you're only going to use it for the Inherence ability to give target J Resonator swiftness. And it works pretty well with Anju, so you know what? I might actually put this in my Anju deck, because you're only allowed one, and you know what? I bought one. Let's do this. Okay, now we can actually, you know, build, like, actually unbox the box. Alright, so this is not the most ideal setup for me, but, you know, it's something that I can at least, you know, have two hands for, so let's get this box opening started. This is the very first pack that I picked here. Let's go ahead and set this aside right here, and we'll see exactly what we get here. Watchman of the Coast. Not a particularly good card. It's a 4 cost, and it has some weather effects, which is kind of cool. But for the most part, you're probably not going to play this card. Common, so it's like whatever. And then we also have Sonic Bat here. Fairly okay. Another common, of course, just whatever. And then you got this Leafy Wing Boy here, which is actually really good, honestly. For real good card for those elemental decks that are going to be popping up. Then we have this Dragonoid Rogue, which was, honestly. Its effect is kind of cool. At end of turn, you return the card to your hand, but it's nothing really. And then we also have a Jeweler's Children. It's a fairly decent card for gem decks, but at the same time, it's just like, you have to go to the graveyard for this. You have to literally kill orphans in order for this card to be, like make it. So it's like, why? Why would you do that? Insight, look at the top 2 cards from your deck, put a card from among them into your hand, and rest. Yeah, it's okay Spirit Magic. Good for any guild deck out there. And then we have Giant Enraged Ox. Nah, it's not good. Look at that. 200 defense, 4 cost. I mean, it's a pretty cool effect. When it goes to the graveyard, you get to put 5 strength counters, but for a 4 cost, that is 15? No, thank you. Oh, and then we also have, I use Picture Scroll. I use this in my IU deck. You can use it in any given deck, honestly. Pretty decent, pretty good. Little card to use. And then what we got going on here? Ooh, Beelzebub, Lord of the Flies. That's pretty snazzy right there. It's a Wicked Spirit flying. When this card enters the field, put, you know, 5 minus counters on it and whatnot. You'll see this in a lot of Wrestler decks, I'm sure. Will I build a Wrestler deck? No. I am not a fan of Wrestler whatsoever. But what is the thing that we got here? Ooh, we got a shiny version of it. We got a shiny orphan kids that we could sack. It's very nice. Very nice little bit here. Let's go ahead and put a nice little space where we could put our rare and oh, this is actually a super rare. Didn't even notice that it's a super rare. Our rare and our hollows in particular, and then everything else could go into a small little pile that we don't care about anymore. Yeah, that'll be good. Oh man, my goodness. It's been a while to actually like open up packs. It really has. And it always feels good. It feels so great. Alright, let's see here. Dark Blade Harvest, pretty decent card. Destroy a target resonator. 3 cost, pretty nice. Boob Dog. Okay, whatever. And then we have this guy. We already know my feelings on him. And then here we have the best mermaid in the entire game as of to date. Like legit. Whenever this card blocks, prevent all damage that we dealt to this card, and then gains +200/+200 in rain. That's pretty freaking snazzy. Even its variant's kind of good. So I'm kind of surprised that it's actually a decent mermaid in a set that gave us nothing for mermaids. Can we just have a moment of silence for mermaids? They got nothing. And here we have a worst off version of the angel statue that we got beforehand. 2 cost, and then you get to draw a card and produce one if you pay another one and then get that. It's like, why? No, it's bad. That's bad. Another one of these. A burning something or other. I cannot say that name. Can you? Because I can't. Flying, whenever this card attacks, it deals 300 damage to each player in J Resonator. Could be cool if it wasn't a 4 cost. It's a 4 cost. It sucks. So, whatever. And then you have Master of the Sky. When this card enters the field, it deals 600 damage to target attacking or blocking Resonator. It is a quick cast, so you could do that whenever and just have a good time. This card deals 400 damage to target attacking or blocking Resonator. Decent fact that it has later on down the road. You could use this in like some sort of weird bird deck that you're making, a gold bird, or probably like use it in a beast thing too. Honestly, now that I think about it. Let's see here. And then a rare is the Queen Panda. Seriously, she is the one that made pandas viable. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think pandas were gonna be super good until this card came around. You pay 1 less for it if you have a panda in your control. And if you're using the the J Resonator Panda, it's ridiculously awesome. And then you also have whenever this card enters the field, pandas you control gain +4,000, +400, +400. So you just use Lumia, boom, you get a 400 for funsies to just like work with whenever Lumia will attack, and that's insane. And then at the end of turn, recover all pandas. That is fantastic. It goes through cards like Lethargy. Well, that's what I call it, Lethargy. I think it's called Lethargic. And we have here, a full color, full art, remove target darkness resonator from game. Really cool looking, especially nice to see it's full art. So, really nice. Another Sonic Bat, another Leaf Blade, and then here we have one of the worst cards I've seen. It's a 6 cost. A 6 cost. Whenever this card attacks, target resonator cannot block this turn. Would be awesome if it just did not, like, give it something else. Like, don't make it a 6 cost. Why is this a 6 cost? I don't understand. It is way too expensive for a card. Like, it has a cool effect and everything, but it needs to be less of something. Either give it less attack, less defense, or less cost. Anything to drive this home that, it could be played. But no. Oh, another Jeweler's Children. Kill the orphans. And then here we have the worst crest in the entire game. Fight me. Fight me on this. I do not respect the crests at all. I don't think the crests are good. And they're the major reason why Wessler won't see a lot of play, because Shayla's control is ridiculous. And it just targets additions all over the place. And then you can just target this addition, and then your opponent draws a card, and then they have to pay the mana for this. And just frankly, I just don't see see the big whole hype for the magic crest of water, but you know, whatever, screw you people. Then here we have a Bloodsucker Dragon. Good for draft, not for anything else. Too high of a cost, which really sucks because, you know, live train, live gain is pretty awesome. And then here we have, ooh, it's very nice. Destruction of the Portal. I take it that's the portal that brought me all my elf tokens and whatnot. Destroy target magician, and then it also has Remnant, which is pretty cool, but I mean, honestly, we're going to be sideboarding the heck out of this card more than anything else. Ooh, look at that boy! Look at that boy, that Ultra Awakening boy! Now that's what I'm talking a good bit there. This is good stuff right there. That is our super rare. And Ultra Awakening is actually part of my IU deck that I plan to make proper as soon as I get done building this thing. Which I'm kind of afraid that I won't get IU because you only get one shot at a roller. And you could end up with 2 gills. I don't want that to happen. And then it's target J Resonator, you know, plus 200, plus 200. Easily a win condition for any given deck that runs this, but you do have to mana ramp. I mean, look at that cost. That's a 6 cost right there. But I'm a really big fan of this card. I really am. So I'm glad I got another one of it. So that's pretty cool. Ooh, it's so shiny. Look at that. I really have to hand it to Force of Will for making more of these holo cards that you get just even better. Just the way they look. I hear they bend a lot more easily with this set, and like they keep going that way. But this is so cool. Unstable Golem, probably the only good Golem outside of the actual Golems that you get. And we're talking about the light and water, because all the other ones kind of suck. But you know, Fire Golem, you're all right. Oh, here we have a Shayla's Return. Hey, that's a card that I see a lot of people hype for and whatnot. Honestly, I don't see the big ol' hype for it. I don't think returning a card to owner's hand is particularly that great, especially when it's like locked in with that total cost of 4 or less. But I see its utility. I just don't see it being too great later on down the road. Or rather, too great early game and then later on, just kind of like bleh. But I see it being good. Just Oh, and here we have Magic Crest of Fire. Alright, Crest. When this card enters the field, deals 600 damage to target Resonator. It's okay. Probably the second worst Crest, honestly. Maybe the first for a lot of people, but it's nice. And you're probably going to be running this one and the Black Crest more than anything else in a Welsler deck. But you know, whatever. Darkblade Harvest. Pretty cool. We went over that. And then here we have Fires of the Demon King. Pretty nice. Like how it's a 0 cost defense 100, and whenever the card is put into the graveyard from the field, deals 600 damage to target Resonator. So it's technically a 600, but you have to sack it, which is pretty cool. I would rather it just be like banish and then deal 600 to target Resonator more than anything else, and just have it a 0-100 defense. But meh. It's a nice little weird gimmicky card, and I love me gimmicks. So yeah. And here we have, ooh, pretty much a card you'll only use in a gem deck, especially if you really want to gain some gems. I don't understand why it works the way it does. Banish a gem, you do gain 3 gems of the same attribute as the gem banished this way. Honestly, should have been 4. You should gain 4 if you banished 1. But I can see how it's like also ramping up gems, but at the same time, it's not. Like, it's trying to be as fair as it is, but it's like, pandas need a lot of help, game. Like, don't just do that, okay? Do a little bit more, or make this a quick cast. Do something. Come on. More than this. That's all I ask. Neat card, though. Yep. The best mermaid in the game. And Fire Wave. Completely useless card. Completely useless, as far as I'm concerned. There are better cards than this. This is a freaking 6 cost card. I don't care if banishing a Wicked Spirit Resonator gives me a 2 less on this, and it deals 1200 damage to each Resonator my opponent controls. I'd rather play a different board wipe. You're better off with the end of the final battle or whatnot. At least I could target J Resonators and such. Like, freaking really? Stupid, God. Or they're just Resonators. Oh, whatever. Point being, dumb card, don't run it. Ooh! Unexpected Visitor. Now, this is an interesting card and something that I could definitely see being in some sort of gimmicky plaything where you just rush your opponent ridiculously so. I would definitely love to see that happen. Just this card just being really be able to use, but I just didn't know where to put it at. And it even has Ayu there, and she's super cutesy like that. Like, look at that. Look how cute she is. Like, oh, I love her. Oh, we got a rare right here. We got the card that pairs up with the raw card. Winds of Gold. You may pay one less, so it's a 0 cost if you have Raw the Golden Bird on the field. Target J Resonator or yourself gains barrier until end of turn. Freaking ridiculous for a 0 cost. A 0 cost. 0 does not need this, and they give 0 the option. They give 0 the option now. Who's gonna stop 0? It ain't gonna be anybody else. That's who. And ooh, really terrible mermaid. Really pretty art though. Just god awful mermaid. Oh my god. 5 cost. Cost 2 to rest target Resonator. Can you only use this once? And this card cannot be blocked when it rains, which is cool. That could be an interesting win condition, but at the same time, 5 cost. 5 cost. No, thank you. But really, really pretty. Really pretty. Okay, cool. So Soothsayer Panda. Terrible Panda. I will say this again. Terrible Panda. I like the way the card's art is and everything. 2 cost, pretty bad for its stats. And whenever this card enters the field, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a panda, put it into your hand. Why not to the field? That would make it way better. Super better. And it would make pandas better. We need more of that, but no. No. Oh, Magic Crest of Darkness. Now, this is a card that I actually plan to run in my IU deck, at least as a sideboard, mainly because it says put target Resonator from your graveyard into your hand, which, if you're using IU, she will want plenty of Soul Resonators in her hand. So, using this actually has good synergy. And, of course, Wessler could use this, too, to bring out some of his old wicked buddies that he tends to banish every now and again. Just tends to happen. And it has great synergy with a lot of cards, and it's a 1 cost, and frankly, just, I love it. Just look at this art. It's super fantastic. One of the only crests that I'm, like, kind of hype about, you know? Oh, True Blades of Spirits. Do not understand why people are hyped about this card. I get it's pretty awesome that it has Remnant and has Quick Cast. This card deals a 500 damage to target Resonator, total cost 2 or less. But there's the part that you lose me. 2 or less. Would be a lot better if it just says deals 500 damage to target Resonator. Be great. I'd rather pay 1 extra just to have that option, and that'd be fantastic. But no, you have to do this to me, game. You have to do this to me, Force Will. Yeah, still really nice art. Love how Gills are like, rah. I'm starting like, rah. And Corrupt Knight, meh. Vanilla, 3 cost, meh. And Cross Counter. Cross Counter should be run in every strength deck because it's freaking OP as hecky. As additional cost, you gotta remove X strength counters, but then you get to prevent 400 damage for each strength counter removed. Ridiculous! Insanity! And then we have Leaf Digger. Pretty awesome card. I like it as an elemental. Quick cast is pretty cool. So I gladly play it. You know, I would. I already told you why I don't like this card. Yay, Unexpected Visit again. I like seeing her. Ooh, Rainbow Shimmer. One of the best cards the Panda decks have now. Legitimately one of the best. Basically, you get to look at your whole entire deck if you really wanted to. If you got a bunch of gems or whatever. But being able to look at 3 to possibly 10 cards in your deck and then choosing one is freaking ridiculous. And even then, you could also just destroy a non-J Resonator entity with total cost of X or less, you know, the amount of gems you have, which is, you know, it's alright. But I just kind of like I see such potential with this card, and I'm kind of confused why people are just like, it's whatever, because gems, they're pretty decent, honestly, and I like them. And what do we got here for a holo? Ooh, it's your boy! The best boy! One of the best cards in this entire freaking cluster right now. Lowly Spirit Bug. And it's shiny. And look how pretty that all is. Super fantastical. Just really nice. 100, one cost, swiftness, soul resonator. When this card enters the field, draw a card. It is fantastic beyond belief. And I love that I got a holo of it. Fantastic. Ooh, the Westler copy. So this card gains +200/+200 for each other Wicked Spirit you control. Pretty awesome card to have just randomly show up, and you have a bunch of Freylas with you, and you're just like, guess what? Here's my boy, and your boy comes out and starts swinging hard and just. Really like the art for it. Nice little use of the fires and whatnot. This is what helps make me go like Force of Will looks really pretty. You should get into it because it looks so pretty. And yeah, good card. And then, woo, Majin Madness. Not to be confused with Monkey Madness, an old 90s TV show. This one, quick cast, +200, +800 for Resonator, and then you can awaken it so it can Pierce. Pretty cool card. I think it's going to see some play for Rush decks, but that's about it, really. Definitely could be usable. Very usable. And here we have a literal upgrade. Is anyone else sad that they did this to the Golem? There was a Golem Magic Sound Warrior. I'll try to find it for y'all. It was a 2 cost and did literally the same thing. This guy just replaced him. It's sad, really. And then, a Lowly Spirit Bug. We already have one of our boys right there, so we're good. I already explained that. Dispersal, from what I've been told, is good in Mikage decks. Mikage decks will love this card. Unfortunately, it does not prevent J Resonator, but you're only going to see IU essentially swing at you as a J Resonator. Everybody else, not so much. So drawing a card and preventing damage, pretty freaking cool. What good way to stall. Don't know why they gave it to green. Why green? Why not black? Why not light? I don't understand. Green has too much love. It just too much love. And then we have Command of Life and Death. Put target Resonator with total cost 3 or less from your graveyard into your field. Decent card, not the best. You're probably going to use this in maybe a Dark Elf deck if you really want to bring your boys back. Or girls back. I don't know what you're swinging there. But either one. I just don't see it being that great. It's just more so, it's interesting. It could have a good synergy, but meh, for the most part. And then here we have Faithful Vampire. I used him during draft. Very good in draft. Here, I don't know. I really don't know. But it's pretty cool what he could do and what he does do. Because he do a lot, but do he do. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I definitely would want to make a vampire deck simply because of this guy. Being able to gain flying until end of turn, or whether this card deals damage, you gain that much life, or just destroy a Resonator. All sounds super cool, and I kind of want to do that. So yeah. And then here we have the Fire Majin. This is the other boy that comes along with your Fire Magic Crest. Really freaky deaky art going on there, buddy. Why is the 1 cost in comparison to the Fire Crest being a 2 cost? I don't know, because it needs that crest to actually activate, so it's kind of weird. But this one is far better than its crest form because it deals 600 damage to target player or J Resonator. So, way better effect. Likely not going to combo too much into it, so Oh, here's the boy that you wanted. This guy will not die. Misty Dragon Spirit will not die, and it's fantastic. And I love him, and I think he's one of the best cards in the entire game right now. Is he Lowly Spirit Bug good? Maybe, because he is a game winner. He's a 4 cost flying 900 that you pretty much can't get rid of. That's just legitimately it. And IU gets an extra thing with him, but I mean, IU's just going to sack him more than anything else. So it's kind of a sad fate that, IU has to have this dragon just kind of bend to her whim. But at the same time, I get it. I do it for a pretty lady too. Oh, the worst. The worst. Of course, I have to get this one. Very pretty art. I'm sure I didn't mention that before, but very pretty art for this in particular. Still don't agree with it, but you know, whatever. Oh, look at that Magic Crest of Light. We're starting off with this one here. Okay. Okay then. So this one is a very interesting card. Distribute 4 plus 100 counters to 4 target resonators, which is pretty cool. Definitely. But if you have no resonators, ooh, that suck. That sucked all. Aside from that, I could definitely see it being used in other Wrestler decks and whatnot more than anything else. And then if it gets spinned up, it's pretty cool because you're just like, okay, cool, let's keep buffing my boys. But you know, it's like whatever. And here, ooh, I needed this crest. Probably the best crest in the entire game, I will say. And I only say that because when this card enters the field, put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field. Any kind of mana wrapping and Force of Will is by and large too powerful for what it is. And getting this for a 3 cost, don't mind one bit, because you're gonna need as much mana wrap as possible. And definitely good card. Definitely good card. I'm gonna put in my IU deck. And let's see here. Shayla's return again, very nice. Forgot to mention, really nice art. Really nice. And here we have Angler Panda. Do not know why they made Angler Panda into a water card in particular. Why they're trying to push a water agenda for pandas. Don't recall them liking it so much. You know, it's just kind of like, why are you doing this again? I don't know, but it's pretty nice. You can draw a card if you control a water gem. I like it. I'll take it. Want some more of it. And Blood Ritual. Very interesting card. Target J Resonator gains +600/+600 until end of turn. You lose 400 life. Very interesting. And then you also have the mystery counter attached to it where you could give them +900/+900 instead. You lose 600 life. Very interesting card. Could be used in a lot of rush decks that just like, I don't care about my life. Let's do this. Swing. But it does require some mystery counter mischief, so yeah, you might want to use something else. You might want to use that 800 card that I saw a while back and just kind of just not have your J-Roller do it. No. Still a good card, I think. I think you're going to see some play of it. Not a lot, just some. And then we also have our Sackboy. And we have Grieving Elfspirit. I do not have a actual non-hollow version of Grieving Elfspirit. I think she's one of the better Soul Resonators in the entire game. Pretty interesting that they made Elf Soul Resonator 2. Really good card. She even gets to put target Soul Resonator not named Grieving Elfspirit from your graveyard into your hand. So that's pretty cool that you get some more Soul Resonators. So yeah, I like her. She's in the IU deck, of course. And Darkness Majin. By and large, do not like this card. I think it's one of the worst pairing cards in this entire set. The very fact that it's Magic Crest has to be activated, and then you get the destroy target resonator total cost 2 or less. Like really? Just no, it's garbage. And ooh, Elixir the Majin. Now this one has very interesting little crest things here. Deal 600 damage to each resonator your opponent controls. If you have fire or black, destroy target resonator, which is pretty cool. So definitely a card you want to use in a Wrestler deck, mainly because I was just running a fire and black Wrestler deck. If you're gonna run it, don't run it. But you know, whatever. Very fact she's a super rare is pretty awesome. Not like it that I'm hitting a lot of the S rares, the SRs or whatever. I forget what they're called proper, but yeah. And then what do we have for a hollow? Ooh, fast food. Choose one, put 5 things onto it, and then you keep sacking more things. If it's a beast resonator, you get to sack the most amount and get the most amount. So really nice that McDonald's paid tribute to Force of Will. Very nice. Again, can't say enough about the full art. It's fantastic. You know, I'm getting a little worried that I'm not going to be finding a J-Roller anytime soon. From what I hear, the J-Rollers And this one in particular are particularly hard. Well, not hard, but they're, how to say, they're cursed. They're cursed. I might get a Gil. If I get a Gil, that's gonna be the worst. But if I get an Ayu, I'm gonna be so happy. And here we have a holy chicken. It's a chicken. It's a chicken, March. Look at that. Oh, a chicken. This card is put into the graveyard from the field. Put 3 strength counters on your J roller. Not a bad card. Not a good card. Not like a good card to put in any given deck. But strength counter peoples, they love this card because it's a chicken. It's a chicken, March. Oh, and then here we have White Dragonoid Child. Do not know why it's a 4 cost. This make no sense. That make no sense. Why is it a 4 cost? Its effect is not good. Like, not that good. Recover a target resonator. If it's a Dragonoid or Panda, it gains +200/+200 until end of turn. Now, it's just said recover target Dragonoid or Panda. It would be good. But because it says recover target resonator, it immediately sucks. Because that means you can't target your J rollers. And that's kind of messed up. It's messed up. And I don't like it. I don't like it. But whatever. Still really pretty art. I actually have a full art of her variant. So, pretty cool. And yes, I did go to a pre-show before I even got this a booster box thing here. So that's why I have cards beforehand. But this is my first time opening the first box. So, yeah. And here we have Magic Warrior of the Coast. The best golem in this entire new set. Legitimately. When this card enters the field, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Put a golem from among them into your hand, rest in the graveyard. Very decent 3 cost. Finally a 3 cost golem. 800,000 defense. Very decent golem. Very decent everything. So, yeah. I use Special Power Medicine. You will not use this in any other deck except for IU deck. I'm just going to tell you that right now because of that effect. Just really cool. She gets to actually mana ramp when she judgments, so it's really good. Aside from that, I'm not going to use it. Corrupted Panda. Worst panda in game. Worst. 500. Why? When this card enters the field, banish a gem. If you don't banish this card, why? Why all this? No. Dragonoid Doctor. When this card enters the field, target Dragonoid gains at the end of turn. Recover this card until end of turn. Good for your local strength roller, Garrick. So yeah, actually a good card. Good card. Not the best. It's very niche, but hey, he's a doctor. Look at him. He has glasses on. When do dragons go to doctor school? Please. Giant Ox thing bad. Aya's thing meh. Ooh, Elixir's Fighting Spirit. One of the better cards to boost up your peoples in the game. Target J Resonator gains +400/+0, and first strike until end of turn. Really good card. Really good card. 1 cost fire, really fantastic. You can just really beef up people ridiculously so and make them live forever. I think you'll see in a lot of rush. I really do. And what do we get for our holo? Gil. Okay. Okay, the reason why I'm going is because this is the old Gil. That means we still have a chance to see IU in this entire thing. They do have the old Gil or the old Panda ruler in this thing with their given like unlock abilities and whatnot. And I don't like Gil. I don't like the fact that he's in every freaking box. And I really hope that I'm not in the same box, that I get just Gils. But at the very least, I do have another one. He's a lot shinier than usual, so I'll give him that. But yeah, that sucks that we had to run into him. I wanted the Panda ruler. I really did. Okay, here we have a Traveling Panda. When this card, put the top card of your Magic Stone deck into the field. Pretty decent effect. No other green pandas. Why would you run it? Like, seriously, why would you run it? Whistler Coffee, pretty interesting. Majid Madness, again, good card. Jewel Cutter. This card deals 1,000 damage to target Resonator. Why isn't J Resonator? It's a 4 cost. It should be J Resonator. Just dumb. Awakening doesn't make it much better, because it's just another 1,000 to another one. Like, why wouldn't you run just a clean board wipe? Lily Spirit Bug, also good. Dispersal, it's decent. And then we have the Floating Islands. Each player may only play 1 card per turn. Guess what Gil gets to do? He gets to cancel every single card that you play in the entire game with this card. Awesome. Phase Shift, uncommon, honestly, not a good card. Even for Spirit Magic, I wouldn't run this at all, because it's to target J Resonator that you control. So it's like, why bother? Why bother? I'd rather cancel the card outright than do this mess. And then we also have Hilda and Safi. Okay, you could probably run a Keys Call with them so you don't lose that 1,000 life and just gain 1,000. Or you could just go all kinds of ballsy and just have it there. Unfortunately, she does not combo with anything because it says you lose 1,000 life and then you gain 1,000 life. So it's like, why? But having that your life is 1,000 or less, gets swiftness, flying, and first strike, really fantastical. Very magical, but that's about it. For the most part, this card does not have any synergy whatsoever. For a 4 cost, it's good, but that's too hefty. Just no thank you. And then, we got another shiny gem boat of Alexandria. This is the second one that I have. Decent looking, over like full art and everything, but just kind of like really awkward the way that it is, Just like, why? I don't quite understand. I just don't. Okay, sorry about that, everybody. I just had to take a quick break. We're back. Oh, God. Oh, come on, man, for real. Back. Alright, cool. So, next one up, we got the, freaking, upgrade McGee. Ooh, Leaf Garb. The Leaf Garb Elf, grill. Really good combo potential with, elemental elves and whatnot. Really nice. I actually really like this card. Glad it's a double elemental and elf. Obviously, only want to run it in an elf deck in an elemental deck because of the new leaf combos and whatnot. But it's all right. Then we have Sleepy Cat Spirit. It has barrier, and that's about it. I mean, honestly, I could kind of see it being worth something, but at the same time, to IU, it's just sack material. So I can't look at anything more than just that. So I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Commander Life and Death. Yes, indeedy. And then we also have a burn card here. This card deals 600 damage to target player and or generates ender. Pretty nice. Very nice card to have. Could potentially burn IU. Could potentially just burn 0. Or do whatever it wants. I actually find this a very versatile card. And I could see people running it. I just could. And then we have Jewel Shields. Look at that. Guess who wanted to be Athamasru's Foresight, but just decided to be sucky. Banish a gem, prevent all damage that will be dealt to you this turn. Like, really? Really? Like, I'm just like, why? Why this, though? Why is it the recost? Why is it the recost? Why does it cost more than Athamasru's Foresight? That's a 2 cost. And then you don't need to do anything. But this one you do. What? This is a far better card out there. It just hurts me. Then we also have Spider's Wib. Very small dialogue text right there. Shoot, can you even focus to do it? Can you focus? I don't think it can. I don't think my camera can focus to actually show you what it does. Basically just gives the J Resonator minus 600, minus 300. Or you could put target Resonator from your graveyard into your hand. Pretty cool that you could do that. Pretty meh, also, kinda. So, just kind of like, just just a lot of text for a lot of nothing. But if you awaken this card, you can choose to do both. You could put a Resonator from the graveyard into your hand, or you could also go ahead and just target J Resonator. So it is versatile. I can see this being played in an IU deck or any other given black deck out there that's just like, I have a bunch of Resonators in my graveyard. Better than Magic Crest, I will tell you that much in that regard. So it gives you the option. That's really nice and fancy. So yeah. Let's go ahead. There we go. Focus just in time for this one. Oh my goodness. Spinal Tap reference. It is though. This card deals 1,100 damage to your opponent because, hey, we gotta leave that impact, right? We gotta crank it up to 11. Definitely want to make a deck with this card. For obvious reasons and for not so obvious reasons. I like to burn people. And then other reasons. And then here we have Optimal Possession, a card that I want to use for my IU deck, but it can be used in any given deck. Look at that, Quick Cast, Remnant, you can make people fly, Precision, or have First Strike. And then they get an additional bonus 200, 200 too. So it's nice. It's a nice card. It's a good card. Look how pretty she is. Why does she have rabbit ears? I don't know. That's IU for you. She's lovely. Have I mentioned that I want to get her in this? Because I really do. I'd be so hype. I'd be so hype. Okay. But that's our rare. And then, ooh, we got another soul grieving elf spirit here. I don't know why I track them so much, but I do. Don't really mind it so much. Like I said before, very good card. One of the best soul cards in the entire game. Right up there with Dragon and Bug. But yeah. Oh, here we have the Deadly Housefly. I don't know why people aren't hyping this up too much. Destroy Resonator, it's pretty much a Shade Assassin. In a lot of regards, it just doesn't have swiftness. Which, honestly, to me, having flying is far better than swiftness. Mainly because you could just block people and just go like, I'll kill you good. Just go but for the most part, very weird art. Just look at how creepy that is. Just really creepy. I like this card. I don't know why insects like coming in big. I feel like this is Yu-Gi-Oh! Where we're just getting a bunch of tribals that are being introduced. But whatever. Oh, and here we have the Shattered Golem. Decent golem, if only for the fact that it's a 5 cost, nothing. You put this and just kind of have it. It's bet for the most part. Can't run this in any other deck. It has to be a golem deck of some sort. Very niche, and even then there are better golems out there. Not that much better, but there are better. So, yeah, I don't know what else to tell y'all. Bet. And here we have a Panda Pagulus. Don't know why they decided to put pandas in other colors. Did not make sense to me. I mean, Panda Jam, this card gains plus 400 and then Pierce until end of turn. Kind of good, kind of not good. Honestly, I just don't see it being that great. I really don't. This panda one. There are far better pandas that have synergy than this one does. But at the same time, you might want it. You might want to run this. I'm not going to oppose it, but definitely niche among niche panda decks, which is already niche as it is, so it's like, bleh. And here we have J Roller Hate. This card deals 1,500 damage to target J Resonator. Why is it a 5 cost? I don't know. This does not need to be a 5 cost. It should have been a 4 cost. And then it would have been better. But no. 15 damage. 2 J Resonator, and then just you pretty much almost kill it. Like, this is just a straight up no to 0 and a straight up no to IU. She just decides to power herself up. But aside from that, I don't know what else to say. Ooh, Ceaseless Devotion. This card could potentially save your butt. Really could. Mainly because of the person that's there, Jeanne d'Arc, which, by the way, super cutie. I love her. I hope I get one of her. My friends have given me 2 different Jeanne d'Arcs. I really want to make a deck of her. I don't think I'll run this card because it feels very situational, but if it ever gets pulled off, ooh, fantastic. It's like a cross counter, but cross counter is by far more of a better option. Then we also have here a dinosaur surfacing. It's okay. Search your deck for a dinosaur resonator, reveal it, put it into your hand, and shuffle. That's a 1 cost to tutor it, and then you could just awaken it and just put it onto the field instead. Dinosaurs have some very decent things for the most part, but they're still not the best. So it's kind of Kind of cool though. Like what they got going on here. How the dino is eating up that dino DNA right there. But I just don't see dino decks actually becoming a thing. At least in this particular set. And here we have Water Majin. Actually, okay. Like, I don't like the Water Crest at all, but having any kind of resonator come in and just draw a card is pretty cool. It just sucks that she has to have the Crescent water to show up and do it. For the most part, beh. It's just, I like the way she looks, I guarantee it. But that's it. And then here we have that remove target darkness resonator from game. Don't know why Black decided to get some hate from Light. Feel like that's a racist thing going on there, but you know what? I'm not going to judge it too much. And here we have Sir Douchey McBag. I mean, Farrer. He's the dude that's been taking over a lot of GPs and whatnot, just ruining people's time with his Farrer's Command, which I also run too. Not a full Farrer's Command deck, but it's definitely there. Don't like him. I really don't. He does have a decent cost though. Rest 5 recovered elves you control. Put this card from your graveyard into your field. Pretty nice. And then you also have that if it enters field or whenever it attacks, you could keep milling your deck and just having it go. It's a 5 cost, which is a little too much, but not nearly as much as for the effects that he does do for it and whatnot. So pretty decent. Gives you nice draw potential. Okay, card. Ooh, shiny. I use a pictorial scroll. Really love the art for this. Really love everything here. It's also showing a lot more soul resonators than what we have currently. So I imagine we're gonna get some more in the next set. Hopefully none of them give IU Swiftness, because otherwise she will become a god. Like, for real. IU's freaking broken. I want to mention that right now. I'm calling it here, folks, because I think she is. And if I actually pull her out, I'll show it to you. Otherwise, you're going to have to wait. But I really love the art for this. It's so cutesy and just, like, Japanesey and just, oh, look at that. She's just like, hey, look at all my pets. And all the pets are just like, okay, whatever. Let's all stand in a group. I probably should stop opening packs like that, but I don't know. I feel like I gotta do it that way. But Portal Magnus, meh. You literally have to wait a turn in order to banish this card to destroy target edition. It's a 200. It's literally there just to destroy target editions. Why? Why is it so much setup to do? Frankly, I don't like this card at all. Don't like that it's an elf either. It should have been something else, like an elemental or something. At least it would have been a bit more functional, a bit more reasonable, understandable. But it's an elf, doesn't make sense. Portal Magnus, meh. And here we have the worst golem in the entire game. Fight me! At the end of turn, put a +100 counter on this card. Then you lose 100 life for each 100 counter on this card. Don't care. Don't care for this at all. Yeah, I could potentially get to 1,000, but you're also going to lose 400 each given turn. And then your opponent can easily block it or just stop it in its tracks. You're better off with any other golem. You really are. Just don't bother. It's not worth running dark. It just ain't. Here we have the worst card in this entire set. Fight me. When this card enters the field, draw a card. 2, banish this card, draw a card. We already have a card in the previous set that was a 1 cost that you drew a card, and then you just drew a card again by banishing the card. Why make it worse? I don't know. Fast food, good stuff. This one's interesting. Indomitable Spirit. Target blocking J Resonator gains plus 600, plus 600. Draw a card. Very, very nice. Would have been nicer if it was attacking. But I understand why it's not attacking. You're light peoples and you don't want to do so much in terms of that and just rather block and kill things and whatnot. So I could kind of understand that. But if that were the case, they should have upped that to like 700 or something like that. Would have been nice. It's still one cost, so I'm not going to harper on it too much. Cool stuff. And here we have Envoy the Dragon Priest. Why do Dragonoids not synergize with each other? Because he's the only Dragonoid that does. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a Dragonoid from among them and put them into your hand. Put the rest of them bottom of your deck. Okay, 700, 3 cost. It's okay. But why would you run a Dragonoid deck? I don't know. You'd be running this with most likely elementals just to get your other Dragonoids out, which is like, what? Faithful Vampire, very faithful to them. Fire Majin, which is meh, but amazing art. And then here I have Jewel Golem. Jewel Golem is very interesting in the sense that it has that synergy to gain a gem of every attribute. Use this in a Lumia deck to have fun shenanigans with gems, and you're good. Which is like cool, but also bleh. And then here we have a full art Magic Crest of Fire. Ooh, 4. That is so cool. It has like actual like things on it and whatnot. I did not know the crests actually had numbers on them. So that's really cool that they have like a little countdown thing going on. I like that. Didn't even notice that to begin with. Also kind of looks like it's like a ribbon for breast cancer or something. Or a dog of a tail. Let's see if I could open this pack a little bit better. Screw it. Leaf Wing, decent, bad, meh, okay, meh, meh. Oh, let's see here. Okay, so this is Rampaging Magic Warrior. He is the only golem I know of that does not need Mobilize. At the end of turn, banish this card if it attacked or blocked. It is a 3 cost. Kinda sucks. That's the reason why I don't like it. That's it. It banishes at the end of turn. So it's like, why? Why bother? Why can't you be something better? Rampaging Magic Warrior, why can't you be a 2 cost? Sigh, sigh, sigh. Then we also have here Plying Dead. So play dead. Additional cost of this card, remove extra strength counters when your J roller. Target resonator with total cost X or less gains. When this card is put in the graveyard from the field, put it into the field until end of turn. Which is pretty cool. That means that it could just come back as soon as it gets done, you know, killing itself. But I don't see why would you really want to do that. I just don't. Kind of weird. So, for the most part, to me, it just meh card. Ooh, boy, that's what I need for me. A Bushido, please. This card is really great for IU because you gain Pierce when you discard it, and Pierce is an effect that she cannot naturally get anywhere else. So she definitely needs this for sure. She also gets to pay 1 less to pay this to like play this card, but why would you even play it if it's better just being discarded? Really cool looking stuff. I hope I get a hollow version of it, but it's like whatever. Very glad I pulled it though. That means I don't have to worry about getting that. So we're finally starting getting stuff from my IU deck proper. And here we have a shiny Traveling Panda. Meh. Like I said before, why is it in green? It should be in any other color, honestly. I get green's supposed to be mana ramp, but at the same time, it's just like, no. No, green doesn't deserve to have a bunch of crap that it gets already. Don't let it get more. Don't do that. Here I go to open again. Okay, cool. When this card is put into your graveyard from the field, draw a card. Love the art of this mermaid. Love her to death. Her everything is abysmal. Her attack is non-existent. Her defense is 300, which is meh. She wants to get sacked, which is just like, what? And overall, just, I'm really sad that she is a really cool looking mermaid that sucks. She just sucks. And then we got another chicken on fire. We got another Dragonoid. And then we also have here Ivy of the Floating Isles. Pretty cool card. Could easily help you stall a whole bunch, which is really fantastic, honestly. Stalling is definitely something I want to see more in Force of Will, if only for the fact that mana wrapping is too much of a thing, and so is rushing. It's really important for that. So having this card where you're just like, oh yeah, they don't recover next phase, could really heck things up badly for a lot of people. Really can. I'm probably going to end up hating this card more than anything else, but hey, you know what? Whatever. I'll take it. And then we also have the only one that you should use for IU. Corrupt Panda, Worst Panda. Elven Exodus. Whenever this card battles with Resonator, it gains plus 400, plus 300 till end of turn. It is a 3 cost, so that's pretty interesting. That's actually 1,000 when it faces a Resonator. Kind of nice, but she has no synergy anywhere else. And also, what's with this thing over here? And then, like, she's like, oh, and please don't. Also, what's with the positioning? What is with this Force of Will? Doesn't look right at all. Oh, and then here we have Advent of the Demon King. This is the name of the whole entire set, Advent of the Demon King. This is the main reason why you use black for Wessler. That way you can just judgment with him for freezies. Cause hey. And then Voyage of the Floating Isles. Search your deck for a Resonator with flying, reveal it, put it into your hand. Pretty cool, pretty nice. I likes it for the fact that you get your flying. Pretty nice. Decent card. You know, decent card. And then, ooh, nice looking card. Nice looking thing right there. Is it just a vanilla? It is just a vanilla. Just straight up 12-8. Just there you go. Just Rampage on you. Meh. It's a meh card. 4 cost for a 12-8. No, thank you. I'd rather this be a 3 cost if it's vanilla. If Force of Will, if you're making vanilla cards, they have to be extraordinarily more powerful than you would think for the given cost. But because this is just a regular cost of a card, it's whatever. Shaving my shoulders, do. So we're actually coming to the point where we're starting to see a lot of the same cards over and over again, which is pretty cool for me because that means the video becomes extra shorter and I don't have to stand here and just like look at a bunch of cards by the same time. It's like bleh. And woo! Now this card breaks the game. Cancel target spell, your opponent gets to play a card of the same equal cost. This is a stupid card. This should not have been made. It's literally breaks the game. It just does. Play this, 4 of these, 4-7 wins, and your opponent is screwed out of 2 cards that they could have played, and you let them play 2 cards that they can't play. And that's insane. Absolutely, positively insane. Force of Will, this is a green card. Why is it a green card? This is wrong. Wrong! And woo! This is the one. Ra, the Golden Bird. Ra, the Golden Bird. When this card enters the field, change the target spell or ability with a single target to this card. Whenever this card is targeted by a spell or ability your opponent controls, draw a card. Ridiculous. And then you get do +2 to change the target of the ability, and it's insane what this card can do. This card has so much versatility. Why, you like honestly, I think every like mono deck should run this, and every deck that has light in it should consider running this. Insanely good card. Insanely good. I'm very glad that I have one of these so I could use it And Zero also got more evil with this, so that's bad. And then, whoa, baby! I am so glad I got one of these. Oh, it has an end. Okay. So is it like trying to spell something then? I thought it was supposed to be like a countdown. I guess maybe spelling something. But I am very glad I got a full color one of this. So we have almost all the color ones. We just need the wind, and I want to say the light one. And then we have all the crests colored. That's insane. I guess we might be getting that though. I guess all signs are pointing for Wessler for me. I'm not gonna play him, but all signs are pointing. Regardless, really awesome card. I can't say that enough. We'll definitely put it in my IU deck. Shattered Golem, meh. Panda Red, meh. Poltoman, meh. Meh. Oh, dear Lord. J Resonators, you control gain plus 200, and then plus 200 if they're Panda. Ridiculous. The other card that made Pandas viable, the other card people, it's ridiculously insane how good this buff is. Definitely love it. One of the best cards you can have in a Panda deck. And then here we have Anti-Wind, which is good because there needs to be more anti-green. In fact, if Forcible decided to hate green from now on, I'd be glad. I'd be very glad because it's too overpowered. It is more than blue in Magic. So yeah. And here we have SSR. It is Viola, the Dragon Priestess. She does a lot of cool stuff. When the card enters the field, you may remove up to 6 elementals in your graveyard. Then you get to like draw a card and put a Resonator with total cost 2 or less to the bottom of the deck, or produce 2 manas, which is really cool. And then with Awakening, you can also search for her sister and get her out into the field, which is insane. Definitely good card to run with Gil. Helps produce the deck's pace a lot better. Very insane. Very insane. And ooh, it's a Cryo Mermaid, a shiny Cryo Mermaid. I definitely love Cryo Mermaid, so I might go ahead and use this for the show. So I'm very glad I have it. Very nice art all around. Again, main reason why I got into Forcible is the art. Really pretty. Well, this is a first. Freyla's Devotee. My goodness, it took how many times to actually go get this card? Kind of insane, honestly. She is easily one of my favorite Dark Elves in terms of just design. Really love the way she looks. Look at that. Look at the skin. Look at the horns. Look at everything right here. The little Red Riding Hood coat and everything. And then she also has a good effect for Dark Elves. Whenever damage is dealt to you, this card gains plus 200 until end of turn. A lot of Elf cards deal damage, so Dark Elf cards deal damage, so it's pretty cool. I'm definitely planning to run her in my Dark Elf deck when I rebuild it again. Make it bigger, stronger, faster. And then we have the Magic Crest, meh. Crest to win, eh. And then, ooh, Celsius Familia, Mikain. It's a common, wow. I'm surprised I haven't got it yet. Look at the top 3 cards, then you get to put a card from among them into your hand, then put the rest on the bottom of your deck. And then also you can sack it to deal 400 damage to a Resonator. Pretty awesome card, honestly. Pretty freaking cool. So I like this card a whole bunch. I really do. I do think it's better than Talma, despite it being a 2 cost. Mainly because I feel it looks cuter. Like, honestly, Talma just looks like a weird, like, Mew rat to me. I'm just like, why do people even like this? Get out of here. But yeah, definitely something that I want to run in my IU deck. So I'm very glad that I'm getting the cards that I need. I was getting afraid I want to run into this guy. I thought he was going to be like a rare or something. So, little pause. Yeah. Anglopanda. Blood Ritual. Bloodsucker. And then we got the Remnants. And then we have End of Revolution. I do not like this card. I just don't. It is cancel target spell with total cost 4 or more. and then or target Resonator with total cost 4 or more. Put to the bottom of the deck. It is a full 3 cost. I'd rather just cancel a spell. There already is Vanish, which does that. So why isn't it a 2 cost? Or at the very least, 2 leaf and then 1 cost Void. Why isn't it that? I understand that gives me an option, but you know, it's always going to be mid game. It's always going to be mid game and then late game. That's it when this card comes into play. Meanwhile, Vanish is just like straight up, I'd rather just play it. Just let me play Vanish. Screw this card. And ooh, Shine Hulda and Safi. I already said my dues about this card. Really cool textures and whatnot though. I will have to give it that. So yeah, it makes me sad that they're not very viable. Dino DNA, Bad Panda, Crestu, meh, Cross Counter, Slow Denials, bad card. Okay card. I'm kind of surprised it's so rare. Gemboat Alexandra. I'm pretty sure I haven't really talked about it that much when I got the foil. It's a 6 cost card, so that's what makes me not talk about it so much. And then it has remove target Resonator from game, which is cool when it enters the field. And then you could ban it. You could tap in and banish 3 gems to remove target non-Magic Stone, non-J-Ruler entity from the game. So that's like any given thing. But the very fact that it's a 6 cost, you're not going to see this in play. You're just not. I really don't think so. It's very interesting for a control deck, but it's just like why banish 3 gems? Why not just make it mana instead? I'd rather have it mana. Or this costs less if it's gems. Just, meh. And, you know what? At least, it's not, Gil. So this is Reiya. This is the one I'm gonna get, I guess, in terms of J-Rulers and whatnot. She does have her seal unlocked, but she has another seal item there. So they haven't unlocked all of her. She's just like, oh, okay, you just have that right there, and then you have this side, which does have the seal unlocked. It just adds 2 more mystery counters to it. So, I mean, it's better than what I've been hearing from people, but this definitely sucks, and something that I really hate about it. But for the most part, we're not gonna get a lot of surprises with this box now. So it's all downhill from here, folks. Reiya, I guess, will be. I mean, I already have Reiya. I already got the starter deck, so it's like, why bother? Why did you do this? Why? Force of Will, seriously, don't do this again, because it's making me not want to buy your boxes. Because I got two J-Rulers that I already have. So I have to go buy IU. Now I'm sad about that. This was $80 to me. So it's like, sorry I'm bummed out, y'all. I just am. But we could find some extra stuff here. We still have the chance to get a God Pack. That is true. So let's keep looking. We got plenty of things to look at. So keep on chucking. Panda Pilot. Bad card. Banish a gem. This card gains flying until end of turn. There are better pandas than this. Get that out of here. Magical Wind Chime. Good card. I was originally hesitant of it at first because it said spend only on chance. But then I was like, hey, my win game involves chance with IU. So I was like, let's just go ahead and do it then. So I just went ahead and did it. And I got it. And I was like, okay, cool. Good. Then we have this dragon. And then we have Flood. Flood's about... Alright, back at it again. So we do not have a chance to actually run into any more J-Rollers, so I'm just going to keep opening them like this, because I can. So yeah. Magic Crest, meh. Got plenty of them so far. Shayla's Return, for cool. Wind Margin. The Wind Margin is pretty okay. This card. Basically, to search your Magic Stone deck for a card, put it into your field, then shuffle your Magic Stone deck. It is a 4 cost, and unless you're running multiple of these, not a really good card to actually run along with the Magic Crest of Wind, but definitely a option for your ramping needs. You can literally just run these along with the Crest, and you're good. But for the most part, Then we also have the Swirling Mermaid. I already told you she's bad. She's bad. Dance in the Moonlight is very interesting. This card deals 800 damage to each Resonator. And then if you remove 2 mystery counters from your J-Roller, destroy all Resonators instead. Cool, but there are better cards. So, to me, this is really just bad. Like, honestly. It's a 4 cost to deal 800 damage. Why? Shouldn't this be a 2 cost to deal 800 damage and then remove 2 mystery counters? Or maybe like, I don't know, like a 1 mystery counter, then it's a 3 cost? Just, Force of Will do better at managing these kind of things. Like, see that there are other cards in the actual cluster, like, it's paired with, that are better. Why do this? And then, boy! I got a full Art Ultra Awakening. Look at that shite. It is so cool. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm running this one. I just prepare to get demolished with this card. That's all I gotta say. It was worth it. Buying a box just for this is worth it now, because the Ultra Awakening is fantastic. I love it. Gem Jail is terrible. It is double the cost. It is XX. Why? Why is it XX? Solve for Z. I don't get this at all. Because you also have to banish X gems and then remove target X creatures, target X resonators from the game. Terrible. This is absolute garbage. If it didn't have that double X, we could use this for something, but we can't because, yeah. Also, Force of Will, when you have these double things like this, tell your community what it actually means before just, putting it up. It doesn't make sense to us otherwise when you do that. And then we also have Leaf Punisher. I like them. I use them in draft to destroy target fire resonator for me, which is pretty funny. So you could run them in elementals that are against fire purely and utterly. Just screw them up. And our Leaf Golem. He is a combo beast, this Leaf Golem. He really is. He hurts people with his 15/15 damage, and the very fact that he could be summoned very easily, which is insane. Yeah, that's insane. And then, woo! Shiny. Shiny. This is a good one. Did I talk about Darkblade Harvest? Yes, I did. Destroy target resonator and then all that stuff. Very pretty card. Shing. Magical Host, Travelers, thing, dos, and then this. Oh, there's our first Possession Stone. I owe somebody a Possession Stone because I have 4 of them in my IU deck already, and yeah, I was really afraid to not get enough of these, but now that I have enough, I have too many. This is what makes IU good, because she has a stone. Produces Anywell, and then it could just produce water. And it's a special magic stone, which is kind of like, why would you use this if it's just that? They could have done a little bit better just giving it to people, but whatever. It's fine. And then, we got the worst panda card. Yay, everybody, yay! It's the worst. Breaking these things open because they're so much fun to do. Okay, so Majin is uncommon. There's that. Ooh, Faith in the Darkness. Good combo card with what it calls how to say, Jeanne d'Arc. You could literally make a whole entire deck of just Jeanne d'Arc and this card in particular and just hope for the best. And frankly, I think it's probably one of the best combos in this particular set. So definitely like what I'm seeing with it, and I'll definitely like to actually play with it. So I'm glad I got another one of these. And woo, shiny. I mean, I'm not gonna really use it, but it's shiny. That's pretty cool. I'll take it. I keep almost knocking down my little stand that keeps everything going. I really do. Yeah, Panda Pilot's bad. There's that. Tower Garden. Tower Garden is bleh. This card gains barrier during your opponent's turn. Cool, I guess, but not really. Also, why is it upside down? Don't upside down it. Sorry, folks. It went upside down when I tipped it over a bit. Oh well. Just happens. You just missed Tower Golem. And then here we have easily the best card in this entire set. This card is insane. See that whenever this card attacks, it gains plus 500 until end of turn. If your opponent's at 1500 life, you swing for game with this card on turn 4. That's insane. Insane, right? And it's an insect creature, which we all love. There's so much power in this card, honestly. And frankly, I'm too afraid to use it in any given deck because no one that I know is able to deal 500 damage to any resonator out there. It just doesn't work that way. You don't have that ability to do that to a 4 cost. It's just out of there. You're done, skis. It's too insanely powerful, everybody. You just can't. You can't counter it. It's not counterable. 1500 swings per game. Insane. And then here we have the Eternal Tower, which is honestly, it seemed good at first, but then when you actually start to think about it, whenever a chant with a total cost of 1 or less is played, cancel it. This is a 3 cost, so when are you going to really see this come out into play when it matters? That's what I want to know, because literally it's just, hey, let's get rid of Fair's Spell. That's it. Which, in all honesty, if you don't play Chance to begin with, the quick cast Chance, which you possibly couldn't. Yeah, you possibly could play without them. Doesn't really matter. And especially against other green. Why is this a green card? Why are they always green cards? I don't understand this at all. What? Don't quit giving green stuff, okay? And here we have finally our Beast Soul Soaring Falcon. I don't know why this guy is the hardest one to get for me. He just was. He's the last Soul Resonator that I needed to get. When this card attacks, rest target Resonator. Really bad card, 4 cost. He's just a 4 cost straight up. You're just gonna sack him. He's just a sackable sack. That's all he is. And then, let's see here. This is a rare. This card gains swiftness as long as you control a Magic Crest. It's okay. So if the card attacks, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. Hey, look at that. It's your first time to actually do stuff. Probably the only times that the blue Magic Crest actually comes into play and goes, hey, guess what? Here's your free stuff to go do stuff. But aside from that, meh. But also, why don't more cards have just, you control a Magic Crest? Give me that. Give me more of that. And then, ooh! I love it whenever I get any of the Soul Resonators as a shiny, because that means I get to put in my IU deck. And he's shiny. Look at that. He's on a little mat. Why are you on a mat, you dumb little cat? Burr, 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 burr. Burr, burr, burr. Da, 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 da. So I'm kind of feel sad about this because this is kind of like the last pack I'm opening until I recharge my phone just to open the rest of the packs that I have. And as you can tell, I have like a lot of things here that are just like not set up the best way possible. And I really want to get myself a better recording equipment. But for now, my phone will have to do. So here we are doing stuff. Speaking of doing the best it could do, terrible card. When this card enters the field, deals 300 damage to target player or resonator. You gain 300 life. 5/4. 2 cost. Why? Why is it a 2 cost? I mean, you know, it's kind of nice, kind of nice, but also, what? Does she drink blood? Does she drink people? What does she do? Vampire bird? Bad card. And here we have a lovely Freyla, and then we have that, and then we have gold bird. It's a bird that's gold. It's a 3 cost that has some wonky defenses and is just flying. Cool, I guess. It has rainbows. I like to get a full art of this. That's about it. And then we have the familiar again. Kind of cool. Then we have English Panda again. And then the Rattle Out the Pandas. And then we have the camera shaking some more because I keep accidentally bumping into it. And then we have, oh, Rylaw, the Dragon Priestess. That's the other combo. You may play 1 less to play Elemental Resonators. When this card enters the field, put all elemental cards from your room area from your graveyard into your graveyard. And then whenever this card enters the field, you can awaken it to get the other person. Pretty cool, pretty fantastical. Not super magical, but definitely a nice combo. Definitely a nice combo you have going on here. And we have a shiny Jewel Cutter. Terrible card, really cool looking shiny. Real cool. Oi, 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 oi. Alright, let's see if we get the rest of these packages open and whatnot. Dower guy. This thingy. This thing. Ayu Sword Strike, very good Ayu card, by the way. Pretty much can only be used by Ayu. I don't get why people are saying that, like, oh yeah, you know, it might be a good way to like test your luck, but I'm just like, no. Nah, this is not gonna happen for anybody else but her. So give it up. And then we also have here a Majin Dark Elf. Not a good card. Should have been in quick cast. Why is it in a quick cast? Makes no sense why it's not a quick cast. Like, for real. Why? Various Tiger Spirit. No, this is the last card that I need for my soul deck. My soul Ayu deck. Has precision. It's just another soul resonator, honestly. I don't think I think it's one of the worst soul resonators, honestly. It's a 12/12, that's a 5 cost. If you're using IU, it's a 4 cost, which still kind of sucks. Honestly, you would only use it just to give IU 500. And then, woo, shiny. We got a shiny Insight. Ain't that a sight? Boob. And Rapunzel, I hate for the fact that she looks so cool and she's a fairy tale resonator, but she like doesn't do anything particularly special. I mean, she can rest target resonator, which is pretty cool, but everything else is just like, ugh, so it just hurts me so much that I can't really use her in any given deck unless I like run Fairy Tale purely or something. So it hurts me. And we got a Fire Majin. Actually bad looking card for full art. It looks way too convoluted. I could barely see the guy. I could barely see him. This looks like a mess, honestly. The only full art so far that I actually don't like. Just a bad golem, and then a bad card, and then a bad card, and then an okay card, and then an okay card, and then a bad card, and then one Majin, and then a bad card, and then we have Majin Subjugation. As the additional cost to play this card, banish your resonator. Search your deck for a wicked spirit with total cost X or less, where X is the banished resonator's total cost plus 2. Good card. Good card. Go ahead and get that too. Focus a bit more. There we go. Definitely a good card. I was just anyone to use this in their Wesler decks, because I think it'd be work really nice. Look at Freyla just right there going like, ugh, I'm dying, why aren't you helping me? And just like, whatever. Psh, just get a better one. And we have here a foil of a bad card. Okay, cool. Awesome, I guess. Not really a fan of a lot of these cards that I'm getting now, because they're just mostly uselessness stuff. But at least we got ourselves a Magic Crest. Good stuff. And then that one, Cross Counter. Cross Counter is a good card, I'll always say that much. And, ooh, finally got myself the one and only. Destroy all non-Magic Stone entities that share a name with another non-Magic Stone entity. Really awesome card. Love it for the sole fact that it is essentially just really gonna like wipe boards away for a 1 cost. That is insane. One of the best cards in an IU deck or any other given deck here. Definitely would love to run more of these and have more of them. Surprisingly enough, the first one I got out of like what 20 packs here. Look at all this garbage I have. But cool. And here we have Light Majin. Wow, that took a while to go get. 400 before 100 counters on it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. It could be a potential 1,000, so that's pretty nice. But for the most part, meh. And then we have Elixir's Fighting Spirit again. Again, good card. I have 3 of these now total. And we have a shiny Firebomb. Pretty cool. I got here Majin Madness. Mr. Upgrade. Miss Healthy. This thing. We got another one only. Good. I guess they come with the light Majins or something. I don't know. And we finally got our Majin Stone. Nice. And we got a Jewel Shell. Jewel Shell. Did not mean to say it that way. I apologize. I really did not mean to say it. It has it in the thing. So don't yell at me. But we finally got our other stone, and we also have the Jewel Shell. Onto Monster's Foresight. I really wish it would have been that instead, but no. Okay, we got a thing. I'm already seeing a little thing that we're gonna get right now. Harden, yeah, I got all these. And here's the Largy. Largy was that card I was talking to y'all about. I think it's a pretty good card to have in any kind of IU deck, mainly because you could just kind of god art yourself into it, and it works really well. Also, really pretty art. Would love to have a full shiny version of it. I don't think we're gonna get a full shiny of it. We only have like 5 packs left. But we did get ourselves a shiny duplication mirror, which I now have 2 of the shiny duplication mirrors, which is pretty cool. Only way you could actually have another card of the same thing in her deck. Do run these, pretty awesome. I need to stop like moving these cards the way that I tend to. Magic Impact, good stuff. Divine Squadron, bad card. And I only say it's a bad card in particular because it's cost. And the very fact you can't get any more of these. If it just had that cost right then and there, then I'd be like, okay, cool. Good stuff. But it doesn't, so there's no real reason to actually run these, as much as I hate to say it. They should have just let you done it. They should have just let you get all 4 of them. Because, I mean, Shinshin's able to do it, why not? And then, oh my goodness! We got a shiny version of the Bushido guy. That's what I like to see right there. That's the good stuff. Mr. Bushido man, all kinds of shiny. That's just good. Good. I like that. I like that. Okay. It doesn't look like we're gonna get a God pack. I'm sad. I want a God pack, but I don't think it's gonna happen, fam. I don't think it's gonna happen. And then we got Celia's Wind Blast. I think I already talked about this card before. Not a good card. And Otherworldly Dreams, we got another one. That's good, because it's meta. It's meta relevant. We should be having more of these. And Celia's Sorceress Priestess, good. I need this for my elf deck in particular. She's a very good mana wrap type card. She's a quick cast for 1, produces 2 will, of any combination, and then whenever you play a win chant, she gets plus 200, plus 200 till end of turn. Very, very good. Very, very excellent card. Love her. And then we also have... Oh, baby, look at that! We get a shiny Freyla. That's what I'm talking about. Best Dark Elf in-game. Fight me. What you call Shade Assassin. This is the best one, has the most versatility. It could give itself swiftness, and it could give somebody plus 400 and swiftness, which is insane. Ridiculous even. Best Wicked Spirit, best Dark Elf, best everything. Really, really glad that I got her Uber. I had to sell it though, because I had to get this in particular. And then also, I still need to get my Freyla. My J-Ruler Freyla. I had to, fam, though. I had to. At least I got her back. I got her back somehow. 3 packs left. Do. No God pack here inside. Do. Traveling Panda, Whistler's Pulse. Little decks, cards, side falling down. Little bug, this thing, that thing. Oh, it's a variant actually. It's the variant of this card. The variant itself is just green. Like seriously, I was trying to figure out what the difference was, and it's green. It has the echolocation thing. That's it. Dark Elf Refugee and Diver Panda. Diver Panda in particular is a very interesting card. Best panda in game. Fight me. It's a 1-drop that when it deals damage, it can return target resonator into opponent's hand. And then you get advantage of gem and make this card unblockable, so you could swing for game with this card. That's pretty cool. That's why I like it so much. It's a 1 cost. Insanity. And then we have Hilda and Shafi. I have a full set of these now. Why? Why do I have a full set of these? Why did they decide to give me a bunch? And a new Radiance, the shiny version of it. Kind of cool. Not the best card, whatever. Okay then. 2 packs left. Panda. Not the best. Portal. Not the best. Yeah, where you have that. Went ahead a little bit, but at least we're getting another Diver Panda. And then we also have here Evil Dragon Hellblaze. Not a good card. It's a 5 cost, and it's like, hey, you get to search for 2 Magic Crests and put them to your hand. Why do I want to put them into my hand? Let me just play them. You're a 5 cost. Just do things for me. It should have just been like, search for the crest and you can put it into your field. Good. But no. Made me do extra work. And then we have, ooh, the shiny version of Majin Suffogation. Pretty cool. Oh god! I keep doing that where I accidentally like knock this thing down. Don't mean to, fam. I don't mean to. But this is the last card. This is the last little thing here. So let's try to... These things are not easy to open any other way. They just aren't. They're not easy to open, so... And it's not a god pack. Oh well. Alright, so Leaf Garb, Slippercut, Black Firehorse, the Blaze, Jewel Shell, then Seely's thing, the Tower, Soaring Falcon, so we got another one of those. Monstruosos. The new Captain Hook, I would say. I would definitely say this is the new Captain Hook. This card enters the field, choose 1, destroy target resonator, rested resonator, or 3 target magic stones don't recover during their controller's next recovery phase. Really good for that fact. It's a 5 cost, just like Captain Hook was. Doesn't set them back nearly as much as Captain Hook, but still, having them rest 5 target magic stones, pretty insane. That's definitely something that I would say is probably one of the best parts about this card. the only reason why I could see dinosaurs being viable at all. So I definitely agree that this could work. And then it's a garbage card. It's a full out garbage card as the last shiny figures. So there's all my rares. There the all is right there. They're all here. It was fairly decent. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get any kind of how to say, what were they called? I didn't get any I don't even remember what I'm saying here. Got a decent amount of cards. Like they're all kind of just here. I didn't get Jeanne d'Arc though, which is my favorite Darkness Resonator right now. All the shinies are fantastic though for the most part. Really cool shinies for sure. Really love what I got for the shinies. Not worth the full pack, I would say. I'm definitely not going to buy another box. I will tell you that much. And I would tell everybody here that has watched me actually get a box. Don't buy a box for Avid of the King. These ratios for the rulers are stupid, and I do not want to support Force of Will's action for it. I do want to support the card game itself, but it's just more so you're better off just trying to get the boxes and whatnot rather than well, not get the boxes, but get them in packs rather than try to like do it any other way. That's the bigger point to it. I still really love all these cards here that we got going on. Really pretty cards, really pretty. This is why I still want to keep supporting them and why I want to keep doing things that I want to do. But when it comes down to it, it's just a lot of these are just like why? I understand having 2 rulers, that's fine, but why is Reiya part of the ones that I could get that way? Why even buy the starter packs if you're just gonna give me a starter ruler anyway? You know, these are the problems here. So considering what I've been hearing with these boxes and whatnot, don't buy them. They're just not worth it. Buy your pack separately, see if you can pull the ruler that you want, and then just go ahead and just buy the ruler itself. It's better off that way. I do have to say the art, the new art for the rulers and whatnot, really cool. Really wish they did it to where like, hey, you get 1 ruler from the starter deck and you get 1 new ruler. So if this was Wessler, I wouldn't have minded so much. I'm not super pissed off about it because it's still Reiya. She's still rarer than Gil here. Gil is a plague to society, and I hate him because he ruins everything. But that's the whole thing, folks. That is the box opening that I had going on here. Thank you for joining me. It was a long process to actually do all this stuff, and I hope to make the next time a little bit easier and whatnot. But for the most part, I probably will buy another box later on down the road for the newer set, whenever it comes out, whenever that may be. And hopefully Force of Will gets their act together and they give us better ruler stuff. Until then, I will have to find IU somewhere else. I want my grill. For now, I want my sleep though, because it's like freaking 4 o'clock in the morning for me. Heyo!